What's going on, y'all? It's Buns, and welcome to a Thing Guide video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to play the Thing, everything you need to know, and how to actually win more competitive matches with them, because I see a lot of people not actually really knowing how to play the Thing. And even if you do know, this might just be a good little refresher on what you should be doing in Season 8 competitive matches. Let's start off with his jumping abilities. First, I'm on PlayStation, so it will be X or square for me, So you can jump from about 15, or not even 15, more like halfway through 20 meters. So I would say about like 19, 18 meters. You can jump to an enemy like this, and you will apply vulnerability to them, highlighting them in purple. When they are vulnerable, they take a little bit more damage. So if you see here, that's about little under 3 ticks on that little scale right there for the health bar. But if we jump to this bot and apply it and then punch him, you can see there's a little difference. There's a good little chunk that could mean the difference between a secured kill. For his other jumping ability, you want to press L1 on one of your teammates and you will apply damage reduction. They will get little rocks around them and they will take less incoming damage, potentially saving their life or just helping a team fight. It can also be used to get out of a situation. So if you're low HP and you don't have your R1 Yancey Street to charge away, you can also jump on one of your teammates and get away from the fight. So let's talk about the Yancey Street. This ability, you will be able to continuously charge until the timer is up, knocking enemies up and basically getting rid of any mobility they may have to actually get away. So it will completely cancel their mobility for a few seconds and make it easier to secure kills. There is an exception to this. Heroes like Devil Dinosaur will not be affected by the Yancey Street charge. As you can see, he's not moving at all. He's actually immune to that, but it will still do damage afterward and still do damage if you run into him, but he won't be knocked up and he will still have his movement abilities. On a normal HP enemy, this is kind of what it looks like. You just kind of, oops, I fell down. Let's try that again. So if we start from right here and run through the enemies, we're actually able to just continuously hit them, and that will continuously basically stop them from getting away. Their team will have to push up a little bit more. It can cause a lot of displacement, so it's a really good ability you can use if you need to run, stop divers in your backline, or just continue a team fight and try to add a little more pressure. I'll be showing real gameplay footage of what you'll need all these abilities for in just a moment, but I just want to get the basics out of the way. So now we know all of our abilities. Now let's get to our actual damage here. First, you have your Stone Haymaker, a piercing punch that the Thing has for, and it's really good for crowd control and just securing kills in general. It can also give you overshield when you land a punch on an enemy. So I'll show you that right now. It'll also go through many different enemies, so you can damage many different people with the same amount of damage you did to the first person. Just like that. So it's pretty good, not bad, and combining it with a couple other things plus your team can make for some pretty easy kills, pretty easy picks, and you can just steamroll the enemy team. Next are his Rocky Jabs. These are just a little 1-2 combo that do quite a bit of damage. It takes about four times, so we go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that'll kill them. If you combine it with the Stone Haymaker, you can kind of weave them in like this. Boom, boom, boom. So that only takes about 3 times. So it's a little faster if you do that, but it's very situational. So just try to incorporate a couple jabs in between your Stone Haymakers to try and secure kills a little better. as the thing, the stone haymaker can actually knock flyers out of the air. So what you want to do is charge up your stone haymaker and then jump to a flying enemy. This can be done with any enemy, but if you want to get a flyer out of the air and no one is focusing them, you can take care of it yourself. So I'll show you just like this. Oops, I kind of failed there. Let me show you again. Just like that, we knock them out the air. They take a little bit to get down, and each time you hit them, they actually come down. I missed there because I mistimed it, but if you time it just right, you are able to literally just fly across. I'll show you that right here as well. So if I charge it, boom, I hit them, and then I was all the way over there with a direct punch all the way over here. So it's pretty powerful, pretty strong, and it's a good nuisance against flyers. The same thing can be done when you're jumping to a teammate, but I find that it's just far easier to do this and then secure a kill just like that. Now the thing does have one passive. It is called Unyielding Will, immune to launch up, knockback, and other displacement effects. Now finally, for his ultimate ability is very, very strong. It's called Clobbering Time. Use immense power to launch all enemies in front of you into the air. So basically what this looks like is you go ahead and clobber, and then that's going to stun them for about 2, maybe 3 seconds. We can actually try it again. So it's 1, 2, 3, and I might have been counting a little slow, but about 3 seconds. So they're up in the air and then not able to move. When they fall down, they're still a little dazed. So that gives you and your team some time to actually move in and secure some kills without the enemy being able to do anything. There are a lot of thing combos that you can incorporate this with. Obviously, you won't have your ult all the time, and we'll go over different combos for different scenarios. Another important thing I don't think I touched on about the Yancey Street is it will actually do continuous damage after. It will not continue to stun them after, but it will do continuous damage. So what I like to do is kind of do something like this, jump back, and then hit them. And then, as you can see, they're very low HP to where this ability will actually almost kill them if they are not being healed. Like I said, there are tons of ways to incorporate it. It really just comes down to how your team is moving in game. If you're trying to secure a solo kill, let's just pick on this little bot right here. First thing you want to do is charge it up, jump to him, stun him, and then punch him again, and then finish usually with a little 1-2 jab there, and that'll usually secure the kill. Say there's a flyer, you're gonna charge it up, knock him down, and he's down for the count. The Yancey Street charge can also be used from high above, and this can lead to some pretty interesting plays here if you time it right. So let me just show you. Same thing with clobbering time. So if I jump down, I will not actually clobber until I touch the ground. So you can kind of, if you played Overwatch, kind of Reinhardt strike the ground there. On the contrary, if there's a flyer up at this level and you want to get them, you can do this, hold that, and that could cloud their area there, making them fall down, and then you're able to finish them. I believe it's 10 meters exactly, so if you're behind the 10-meter line, your punch will actually launch you forward a bit. As you can see, we moved forward a little bit from where we were standing, so let's do it again. We can just go from 15. And if we continue to do this, we will actually move continuously with that punch. A very important thing, if you are in a team fight and you are trying to back up, try your best to move backwards while doing this. If you're being super pressured, try just walking back, just throwing some punches, maybe even running back. But in most cases, you want to keep punching so that you can also get overshield at the bottom. As you'll see, we get about... It really depends on how well it connects, but the thing can get a lot of shield, capping at 850, so that's really good for us. The thing did get a recent buff of 50 HP, so he is able to survive a little longer. And we'll get into some gameplay here with Gabe in a second, so I can really show you guys how it actually kind of works. There are some different team-up abilities, like Cosmic Fastball, a ability with Wolverine where we can pick him up and throw him. That doesn't help us out too much, but it's still pretty cool. Flying thing, if someone is playing Human Torch, they are able to pick you up and you will be able to soar through the sky, land on someone, and then do some more damage. So it's a pretty OP team up, but I don't really see a lot of people playing Human Torch nowadays. A great team up they added to the game is the Hulk and Thing team up. So basically you'll be able to press circle on PS5 and you will get Gamma Charge, doing way more damage than you usually would. Finishing fights very soon. Really not being, not too much pressure there. So as you can see, it only took 1 or 2 stone haymakers and 1 little jab, so a 3-piece combo. With this one, it's going to take a little more. You do this. The Thing is really good at crowd control and kind of keeping everyone at bay. When the enemy team is split up, that's when you want to kind of go for picks. Say this is an invis right here. You just kind of jump on her, make sure she doesn't get any movement, and just kind of finish her. Now they're down a healer. In higher ranks, healers will also become a little more difficult to kill, whether the healer is just good at evading and not being picked off, or their team will naturally peel for their healers if there's a thing on them. So it's important to not waste your ability. So if you jump on one of these guys, let's just turn off cooldowns here. So if you jump on one of these guys, you can see there's actually a 3-second cooldown before you can use another ability, which is not a lot of time, but what I find myself doing a lot, if I'm not paying attention, is jumping, securing the kill, and then finding another enemy and jumping, and then all I have left is my charge to get out of here because I'm waiting a far longer amount of time to actually get my jump ability back, and by then the enemy team might have pushed too far and your team might be a little too far for you to jump to and get healed. So just make sure you always have an ability. Your Yancey Street charge should really be to disengage people who are attacking your backline and kind of save them, or just a runaway ability. Anyways, that's really about it. There's not too much with the Thing. He's a really easy character to play and kind of master. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out a whole bunch and helps grow the channel so I can keep making little guides like this and help you guys out in your Marvel Rivals ranked match. Wow, that's a mouthful. I know we didn't touch over specific gameplay in this video, but since it's so complex, I do need to make it a completely separate video, so make sure to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss one of those. And as always, my name is Buns, and stay buttered.